Hello. So this is our topic. That is, I will start your session with this particular lab. So in this lab, what I have discussed, I've discussed one more concept: how to apply the SElinux and how to change the SElinux context. Suppose first create this particular directory, then save some data in this particular directory, and I want to open a web page using this particular. So in this, what I have discussed with you, so read this thing whole. In this I will show one example, that is the http example, and I want to open the page by using the http. Then how to open this particular page and how the SElinux restrict to open this particular page, and how to allow by using the SElinux. So I will show this one by one. So give me just 1 minute to start my lab. Just 1 minute. So now, so at this time we have on which particular machine? Server A machine. So this is my server A machine. This is my workstation machine. And I want to perform this particular practical by using the SElinux. So what is the role of SElinux? That we'll discuss in this particular whole lab. So see. So first, go to this particular machine and sudo -i. So what is the use of sudo -i? Gitu, what is the meaning of sudo -i? Sudo means super user do. I means in an instruction mode. So there is no need to write again the sudo command. If we want to apply any administrative command, sudo will required, because this is a sudo user. So sudo command is required to apply to perform any administrative commands. If I do not perform again and again sudo, then you can use this particular. So give the password of which particular user? Student password. So that is student. Then move to here. So configure Apache to use a document root in a non-standard location. Because what is the standard location of Apache? So the standard location is /where www. This is the standard location, and in this HTML is the standard location. If I do not want to place my web content in this location, because this is a default location, but I want to place my web page in this location, so SElinux permission will required. So SElinux permission will require. So how to apply the SElinux on this particular location, that I will discuss. So see here, create a folder mkdir in this particular location, that is custom. This is the folder name. Then create a web page, that is index.html in this particular location, and place some data in this particular file, index.html file. So see here, go to this particular location /custom and create a file, then echo, write some data here. This is server A. This is server A. Then in which particular location is this particular file? The file name is index.html. Index.html. So this is the file. In this data will be placed. So at this time we are in this particular location. So you can also use from this location. So you should place the full path. So this particular file will create. See here, this file will be created. And what is the content in this file? So this is my index.html. In this we have a content. When we open a browser, this content will be appear in the browser. Then see here, go to this particular location and configure your HTTP server. So to configure the Apache, the new document root location, you need to replace Which particular location? By default, this is the default location. If I want to place our index.html page in this particular location, so remove this one and use this one. But in which particular file? This is the configuration file. So place this particular value in this particular location. So how to place this? So open the file first. So go to vim/etc httpd conf. In this conf httpd.conf. So this is the file. Go to the move down and what is the location? So that is not this one. So this is your document root. So the line number for this is, that is 122. See here. At this time I am which particular line? One line. Then type colon just 122. So you will move to that particular line. So this is the line. This is the specific line. So see here. I use this particular command. So the command is this one, grep custom. So in the place of this particular value, write this one. And we have another one location, that is directory. So remove also this one. So you should change this one and this one. So see here, if I place custom value, custom, that is the name of the folder /custom in the place of default. And same here, remove this one also, then custom. See, so these two things you should change. The first one is the document root, the second one is the directory. In this directory, by default, we have required all granted access. It means anyone can access this particular folder. So at this time, we have the access. So see here, the directory out of which you will serve your document by default. This is the default location /var www and html. So by using this particular, we can open the web page. So close this one, save this, then see here, use this particular command, then this thing will be appear. So see here, I use grep and I want to search which particular content, which particular string, custom, in which particular location, this one. So use this. So same content will appear. So this is the meaning of this particular line. So first you need to change these the default. Then see here again, you should enable, it means you should start the service of HTTP, enable the Apache web service and confirm that the service is running or not. So at this time we do some change in this particular configuration file. So you should need to restart this particular service. So how to restart? systemctl start httpd dot service. So this is used to start the service. If I want to restart, then just place the value restart. So we just need to restart this one. If we want to restart this on a run time, and if you want to check this, the status, then use this particular command. So at this time you can see here, this is disabled. So this is the command to enable this one also, and on the runtime we can start this. So both will be active by using only this one command. If I place here, then again enable. So this will be enabled. This is enabled. So now see again the status. Now my status is enabled and running also. So I have typed two commands. The first one is this one. The second one is this one. If I type here only this command, hyphen hyphen now, enable, then again hyphen hyphen now. So we don't need to type these two commands. By using one command, this service will be enabled and also be started. So this is the meaning. So we don't need to type this again. So only just enable this, then start this, or we can say that restart this. Then check the status. I have already checked the status, that is also enabled. See here, this is the status, this is enabled, and this is running also. And these services, these processes will be start in the background. And this is the process ID of this particular service, and this is the port number. So these processes will work, and this started listening, all things will work. Then see here again, so the status is running, then move to the starting also, HTTP server starting, then go open the web browser on the workstation. So see here, at this time, so open the web browser, this is the web browser, then type here, what you will type? Type HTTP, this one, server a.index.html, this particular page. See, HTTP, remove this whole thing, HTTP : then server A. In this server A, we have a file that is index.html. See, at this time, what is the result? See, so at this time, you are not able to open this particular file because this file is stored in /custom location, and the SElinux will restrict you. So see the result. So this is the permission of SElinux. By default, it will restrict you to open the any content that available in that particular location, because you want to open this by using the web browser. So we have an error 403. It means it's a forbidden. So this is due to the SElinux. I have already told you how to change the permission, but this is the real example. This is the real scenario. So in this, see here, you will get an error message that say you do not have permission. Then to access the file, then see the next one. See, to permit access to the index.html file on server A, SElinux must be configured. So you should configure the SElinux permission that define an SElinux file context rule that set the file, set the content type, that is that I have already told you in the earlier session, in the previous session. Okay. So if I want to change the SElinux permission, SElinux context of this particular directory, then what is the command? This is the command that I have already told you. So SElinux, that is file context -a to add the SElinux context. T means type. This type will be added for which particular directory? This particular directory. And in this particular directory, we have the index.html page that we want to open through the web browser. So see, so minimize this one. Then again, we are on the server A machine and check cd ... ls, only just type the cd ls-ld -z/custom. See the context label. At this time, the context is default_t, and we should have to change this. This is the label. If this label will match, then we are able to open this particular web page. So how to change this? So see SE status, not SE status, just type SE manage first, file context, and -a to add, -t to type httpd underscore sys underscore content underscore t. So this is the content. So at this time, this is the default content. I want to add the content, SElinux context, not content, SElinux context. It's called SElinux context, or it's called SElinux label. So this is the label for the HTTP service, and use single quote for which particular location? CUSTOM, custom. In this custom, any, so use here slash, then dot, it means it can be hidden, star, anything, then question mark. So place this one, then type, just enter. Then see again the permission. At this time there is no change, because for the changing you should have to relabel this particular thing. So for relabeling, what we have, this is the command. So this is the command that we use to restore the label, or we can say that relabeling. So this is called relabel. So we use SE, that is called restore con -rv, then slash custom. See the default, that is this one. Now this will be changed. See here, and we have also a file in this. See here, this is also changed. Custom index.html, that is the default content is this one, and now this will be changed also. So both this one and the file one also will be changed. So R means recursively change all the label. V means to show this thing in a verbose mode. So this one. So see now. Then again try to view this one. Now at this time you are able to see this particular content by using the web browser. Then exit this one, exit this one. Now this particular will be performed. So this is the whole thing. This is the real scenario that are used in the real environment. So see, again, open the web browser. So this is my web browser. At this time, we have the forbidden. Just refresh this. Just enter again. So see here, this is the content that I have write in the index.html page. So now we are able to open this particular web page by using the web browser. So this is the meaning how to use the whole thing. So this is a live example, real example of SElinux. So any doubt regarding this? Then we will start the booleans. So the next topic is the booleans. See here, this one. So any doubt regarding this? So now it's clear. Okay. So now I will start the theory of the booleans, then I will show the practical. Okay. So see, just give me 1 minute. See, so this is our next topic, that is SElinux policy, how to apply the SElinux policy by using the booleans. So have you heard about the boolean? What is the meaning of boolean? Anyone heard about this? Rahul, any knowledge regarding this? Okay. See. Okay, no issue. So boolean is just used in SElinux also. So booleans just work as a switches. Suppose what is the use of switch? Switch is used to on and off the condition of anything. If I have a switch, so we can on the condition, we can off the condition. So see here, what is the booleans? Booleans are the switches that are used to change the behavior of the SElinux policy. Suppose if I have a firewall and we have two things in firewall, we can on the firewall, we can off the firewall. What is this? On means 1, off means 0. Switch, what is the work of switch? It can on the condition, it can off the condition. If I off the firewall setting, then we can do all types of work. If I on the firewall, it will restrict the things by default. So sometimes when we work in a LAN, then just off the firewall, then we can perform our task. Same thing will happen here. If I want to use the SElinux policy, by default all the SElinux conditions will off. It means it will not allow the anything. If I want to use, just change the behavior of that particular SElinux policy, then we are able to work on that particular concept. So what is the use of SElinux boolean? SElinux booleans are the rules that is predefined. It can be enabled or it can be disabled. They can be used by the security administrator to tune up the things. How to tune? Tune means how to change the things, the policy, to make the selective adjustment. Suppose if I have a web page that contain in my home directory and I want to enable the web pages that are stored in the home directory, then just change the behavior of this particular only this home directory, then we are able to open that particular web page. So see here. So if I want to know the more information about this particular SElinux, we can use this particular manual page. So man -k, K stand for keyboard, and about the SElinux. So if we want to know about the more about the SElinux, we can use this particular commands. And these are two commands. The first one is get SEBool. The second one is set SEBool. If I want to check the booleans, what are the booleans and what is how to check the booleans status, so we can check the status of the boolean also. And if I want to change the boolean behavior, so we can use this one, and this is used to change this behavior permanently, just same as we use chcon command, and we can also use manage command. So this is the permanent solution, this is the temporary solution. Same thing will happen here. Temporary we can change the behavior, and we can also change the permanent. So that is to modify the SElinux policy to modification that is persistent. Persistent means permanently. So if I want to check the boolean, how many booleans are available in my machine, and I want to check the whole list, so we can use this particular command. So it will report whether or not booleans are persist. We can check this along with the short description of the boolean. So to check what are the status of the boolean, we can use this one. And this is the command get SEBool -a means to check all the booleans. So these are the predefined SElinux context. that is also known as the booleans. So the status of the boolean is off. By default, some of the things are off and some of the on. So we can upload, watch, anonymous write, that is on by default, this is off by default. If I want to enable or disable this, so get this particular thing. By default, all home users directory by default, that is in a disable condition. If you store your web page information in this particular home directory location, so you cannot open the web page. And I want to enable this, just on this particular thing. See here, just on this thing, then we are able to open that particular web page that contain in a home directory location, any location. So we can't use change this again and again, just on and off the booleans. So sometimes we don't need to change the SElinux context, we just change the boolean, then the behavior will change, then we are able to open that particular concept, yeah, that particular thing. So this is the command to check. So see here, at this time this is on. So by using this particular thing will on. It means just for the temporary purpose. But see here, this is off condition. If I use here P, see this one, P option. So if you use P, then this will also be changed. So mostly the case is we use this one. So this is also on and this is also on. If I want to check this, so see here, at this time, this is the status of this particular thing. So this is a small topic that I will discuss, then this chapter will be finished. So this will be ended. So see the practical of this one. So I will show you the practical of this one, how to perform this and how to use this. Some concept are by default mostly the concept are in a condition of off mode. It means that is not enabled by the SElinux. If I want to enable the SElinux for any concept, it cannot only for the web services, it can be for the FTP also, it can be for the DNS also. We can enable this for different services. By default, most of the services are in an off condition. If I want to enable the booleans, so we can on that one. So we do not need to change the SElinux context again and again for different files, different folders. So we can use both things. We can also change the SElinux context. We can also change the booleans. Both are used to change the behavior of the SElinux security. So we have two concepts, booleans and this one. So in this, we have an example and I will show this particular example. See here, this one. So this is also example of the web service. See this one. So I will show how we can use this. See here, we have the content, this type of content, then change the permission, this one, change this one. So I will show. So this is the command. This is only the command. This is the use. Then we are able to view. So then this particular lab will finish. So how to use this? So give me just one example, 1 minute, then I will start this particular lab. Okay. Start, my lab will be started and at this time goes to this particular machine. So this is my machine, this is server A machine, and in this perform this one. So see, that is sudo -i. So we will move to the root user, switch through the root user, password, that is student. So at this time we are in a root user. So what we have to do, just go to this particular location. So see this one, cd/etc, that is httpd in a conf.d. Go to the location of this one. So this is the directory, this one. In this directory, we have a file. The file name is userdir.conf. See here, we have a file. The file name is user dir. Open this particular file by using the vim editor, user dir file, and in this see the line user dir disabled. So we have this particular line user dir disabled, this one, see this one. So this is the line, see the one, this one, comment this particular, because we want to disable. By default all these things are disabled. And this one, enable this one, public HTML. It means we want to enable this one by using the any user home directory. See this. So this is the sign of home directory. And I want to store my web page in my home directory, and I want to enable the SElinux policy, because by default this is disabled and this is not enabled by default. So see, then press I, comment, type comment here, and just remove this particular comment. See, so now this will be complete. So this is called user dir, this is called public underscore HTML, and now save this one, save this one. Then now type this particular command to check the whole will work or not. So see here, type grep, then single quote, use single quote. We want to check in the starting, that is has, then again user dir. In which particular location? The location is this one. This is the location. And in this we have a file user.conf, user.dir.conf. So just see, this is user user.dir, the grep, what is the difference? Single code user.dir etc httpd.conf user.dir.conf. See this one. This is the line that is appear in this. So this is by default disabled. And we have also the this one line. See here, this one. But this work, what dir. Okay. I just type this one, then give space. See. So this has the space here. See this one. But give me just 1 minute. That is user dir. See, now check. So if I use this one, see this will appear because we have typed this particular thing in a wrong manner. So this is not appearing because I will place the more space between this and this. So now you can see this is same. Now again check this one also. So how to use this? W means I want to check this particular word. If I remove this, then it will show again. If I want to use only one word, it means this word only, not any other word. See here, I have typed this one, so it will show more things. But I want only the one word. So we can use this one. So we have the another concept, that is this. So see this one. So that is, in starting we have a sign, this particular sign that is called caret sign, and provide a space between this and this, then type star here. So it can be have any name. Then see this one. So see, in starting there should be a space. See here, there should be a space. In starting it has a space. See this one. And the name can be anything, star, anything it can be. Then this will be a user dir. If I remove this one, see here, then there is no result. At this time we have typed this one also, but at this time see, there is no result appear. So for the better result, so it can be anything. It can be a space, anything. So the thing, it means in this file there is a string, match this particular string and print. So what is the meaning of this one? Global regular expression print. It will print the thing that contain in this particular file. We have also this one, and we have also another one also, that is this one. So we have two. So this is the hash sign, then again dir. So this one and this one, both will be same. So this one and this one will be same. Then restart this. It means enable this particular HTTP service. If I enable the service, so see here, system ctl, then enable this one, -- now and httpd. Before this I will show one more thing. See here, before this, just check the status. At this time this is disabled also, and this time at this enabled, that is dead, in a dead condition, that is not running and not enabled. By using this one command, this will be enabled and this will be started also. So we don't need to start. When we use start command here, this will enable. When we use enable here, this will be enabled. And by using this command, this will be enabled, and by using this command, this will be started. So now means starting on the runtime. So this is the use of this particular command. So see, copy this one, then paste this one. So now this will be enabled and started also. Check the status again. This will be enabled and this will be started. So this is the use of this particular command. So this service will be started and enabled the Apache service to make the changes take effect. Then check. In another terminal window, log in as a student user. It means by using the student user, so at this time we are on this particular system. Goes to by using the server A. It means C. So type here quit. Then at this time we are on this particular machine. Then again do SSH, then student student @ server A. So at this time we are on a server A machine. So see here, this one, create a directory. So now you should create a directory. So create a directory in this particular home directory. The name of the directory is public_html. So this is the name of the directory. This will be same. this name will be same, not change this particular name. So see here, at this time we have no folder in my home directory. So this is my home directory. And this is the sign of this particular /home student. This is the sign of /home student. So see, mkdir, then pub lic public underscore html. So this is my directory name. See here, my directory will be created in this particular location. In this particular location, see this one. So in this location, create a directory and place a index.html page in this particular directory. Then you are able to open this page. So create a page here also. So touch index.html. So create a note here, create this in public, this one. Then remove here. See, go to this particular location. See, we have a file. At this time, we have nothing in this file. So go to this location and write this particular thing. This one. So type here, this is student, content on server A. See, then save this one. Save this. Now check again. You have at this time this particular content. And when you open the browser and when you open this particular index.html page, then you are able to open this one also. So see, change the permission of this one. At this time, in a home directory, we have in a home directory, what permission at this time we have? ls-ld. See the permission. At this time, this is the permission. And change this. At this time, we have no execute permission. So give the execute permission on this particular location. So see. So go to this one. So this is your home directory. This one. See here. And change chmod and 711 for what? This one. Then check again this. See, at this time, what is the permission of this one? So this is the meaning of this particular curl. Curl means /home student. Then check this one. Open your browser, go to this particular machine and try to view by using the URL. It means open the Firefox and type http:/server A, and this is the home. It means /home student. In this we have a index.html. So open this thing. So open the browser. So http:/server A. In this server A, go to the location home student. In this, open this one. In this location, we have a index. Type this here. Index.html. See, not found. But this is if I type here just like the same way, student. See, there is an error. What is the error? At this time, we have no permission because SElinux prevent to open this particular index.html that is available in student home directory. So we are not able to open this one. due to the SElinux permission, because by default SElinux prevent you to open any content by using the web browser. So this is the web browser, and I want to open this particular index.html web page, because at this time, see this one, ls-ld/home student, and the in this we have a public. See, we have a this one. See, what is the, see this one, httpd_user_content_t. But this is by default in off condition. That is not allowed. If I enable this one, then we are able to open this. So see here, get SE rule. So this will show an error message due to the permission. In terminal window root access, use get URL. So go to the root. So this is my root. See here. Then use this particular command, get SE bool. SE means security enhanced booleans. Get to get the SElinux status of the boolean. Then -a for all. So these are all the booleans, mostly in an off condition. Some are in an on condition. See here. But mostly these are the all booleans that available in your machine. For different, this is for the Negias, this is for the MySQL, and this is for the Logwatch, and different, this is for the STDPD, and this is for the Glance, this is for the STDPD. So different services, we have the different types of booleans. But I want to check these boolean only for the home directory. I want to allow a boolean for the home directory. So see this one. So we have more thing in this, and I want to check home dirs. See this one. So this one is this is called home dirs. So at this time, this is not enabled. This will restrict me due to the SElinux. If I enable this, it means if I on this, then we are able to open that particular web page by using the web browser. So see here, at this time, this is in a off condition. So you should enable this one first, then we are able to access this particular web page that available in my home directory. So this is due to the SElinux boolean, SElinux permission. That can be enabled by the boolean also, and it can also be enabled by the SElinux context. So in this, we use only the boolean concept. So see, set SE bool, then -t for the persistent, and just type this one here. So this is the context, SElinux context for the boolean. Then on this one, we can also use one here. Then on this one, then see, it will take time. Now this will be complete. Then again check this one. So see this one. This is on. If you want to check by using one more command, that is se manage booleans. In this, check the boolean of this one. See the condition. See. -l, it means list. Okay. Now check again which one, that is, these all are the booleans. I want to check. Okay, no issue. This one only. So type this whole thing Again here grep, and I want to check this one only. So see this one, check. This is on, this is on. By default, allow HTTP to enable home directories. So this is also a one more command that is not in this particular. So we can also use this one also to check this is persistently enabled or not. So see what is the status of this. Let's see. This is SA boolean. This is the status, and this is the default. By default, this is persistently allowed or not. If I want to allow this persistently, then do the default. And this is for the temporary basis. This is the current status. So this is the current status. This is the default status. And this is the description about this particular boolean. So this is by default off, 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 off. These are on by default. So we have different commands to check the boolean, and we have different concepts to enable the SElinux policy. So now we have allowed this particular thing, then check this again to open the web page, this one. Then we are able to open that particular web content. The web content is this one. So see this again. So go to the location of this one. At this time we have which particular error? Forbidden. At this time we have this. Now we have completed this one. Then refresh this. Just only refresh. Now we are able to open this particular web content by using the web browser. So this is the concept regarding the Apache service. And in home directory, how to enable the SElinux permission by using the Boolean concept. So this is the real scenario example. So we have this type of thing. So these are the concepts that you should to be know. So I will complete this one. So any doubt regarding this one? So now I will move to the next concept. See, so just give me only 1 minute. See, so this practical has been completed. This one that I have completed, this page will be open. Then now see this one. We have one more concept. Just is booleans remain same if we off the machine? Yes, yes. Now it is persist. If you open the another web page, if you place the another web page information, that will also be open. Now that is persist. If we remain this temporary basis, then again enable that one. So this is a small thing about the monitoring concept. We have a small practical also for this one. So what is in this? Okay, then this will complete. See, we have one more concept of 10 to 12 minutes. Then I will start. Then I will end the session. Okay. So read this one. This one. What is the meaning of this? Then read what is the meaning of this particular line. Can you tell me what is the meaning of this one? Rahul, Gitu, tell me the what is the meaning of this one? This is just for the troubleshooting purpose. We have one more issue regarding the SElinux. Suppose we have an issue regarding the SElinux and how to resolve that particular issue of SElinux. So these are some more four concept to resolving the issue. So this is concept about the troubleshooting. So I will tell you what is the meaning of this one. So we have these one concepts that I will discuss with you. Then this will be complete. Read this one and tell me what is the meaning of this. Have you understand this particular thing? What is? Okay, I will tell you. So it is important to understand what action you must take when you have an issue regarding the SElinux, then what you should do in that particular condition, because SElinux prevent access to files on a server that you should be accessible. So use the following steps as a guideline for troubleshoot that particular issue. Before thinking of making any adjustment, consider that SElinux may be doing its job correctly by prohibiting the attempted access. If suppose you have a web server and you want to access the web page by that available on the web server, so tries to access the file in home. This could signal a compromise of the service if the web content is not published by the user. If access has been granted, then additional steps need to taken to solve the problem. Suppose if you provide full access in your home directory to any web page, but that web page will not access. So what is the issue? The issue can be preventing that particular web page by using the SElinux. See, this second thing. The most common SElinux issue is an incorrect file context. Maybe it may be happen if you type the context, the spelling will be incorrect and any other thing. So if you have the incorrect file context, this means SElinux file context. This can occur when a file is created in a location with one file context and move into a place where a different context. Suppose most of the cases we create a web page in different location, then just move that particular web page in a location where you want to access that particular web page. So in that cases, the context will not change. If you move and copy, we have two things. If you copy that one, then the context will automatically change. When we move, the context will not change automatically. So that is the second issue. And this is for the FTP. And this for prevent legitimate shape. See, this is the example. So we create a file in which particular location? Root user home directory. So this is the home directory of root user. We have a file File name is file3. Suppose if I move this particular file in the web server default location, then we restart the service. But I am not able to open that particular file due to the SElinux context. So see this one. So we have an error. The error will be a 403. See, that is due to the move. If I use here copy command, then we start the service. Then we are able to open this particular file. The file is localhost. So this is the concept of SElinux. Most of the cases we use the move command, but we should use the copy command. The copy automatically change the SElinux context. If I use move, then we have to restore the label. Then we are able to open that particular file. So see, we have error. The error is 403. That is forbidden. Then see again. Then check this. How to check and how to resolve this particular error. Then again check in a logs, in an audit log. So it will show the message. So what is the problem and how to resolve this? So it will show a message. It will be prevented by the HTTP service because you are not able to open that particular file. And this is the alert, and this will also show me the message, same thing. And this will provide me a solution also. So this is the context at this time. So you should change this particular context, then you are able to open that particular file. So see here. So here, change this one. If I place these type of context, then we are able to open that one. So use this particular, that I have already told you. If I use the restore con command on that particular default location, then this context will automatically change. So see here, this one, see this one also. So this is the whole concept. Regarding this, we have a small lab. This one, this is the last lab of this particular chapter. We have, I want only 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, I will complete this lab. Then this chapter will complete. So see here. First, see, we have a error. SElinux preventing this one. Then check this particular thing. Then again check the one more thing also. So by using this particular command, check this one. Then this is the solution. If I change the context of this particular directory, then we are able to perform this particular task. So see here that at this time we have the context. The context is default underscore T. If I change the context of this one, see here, this one, then we are able to open that particular page. So these are the small issues related to the SElinux. So this is a practical of the troubleshooting. So how to perform this? C1. So give me just 1 minute to start this lab, then I will start. So I will start this lab, how to resolve this particular issue. So see, I am on, go to this particular location. So this is my server A machine. So in this, go to switch through the root user. So use this particular command sudo -i. So you will move to root user. Then open the web browser on workstation, try. So if you try this one, see here, server A index.html. So if I open the web browser, and in this web browser, if I type server A / index.html, see, we have an error. See here, we have an error of forbidden. You don't have permission to access this particular page. So see this one. See, you will get an error message that say you do not have permission due to the SElinux. So this is the SElinux permission, and I want to resolve this particular issue. So this is a problem. This is a message. So how to troubleshoot this one? So see, using the less command, view the content of this particular, because I will got a message in the log. So check, minimize this thing, this one, and by using the less command /var in a log, in a messages. See, we have these types of, so by using the key /key, search this one and search SE alert. So type this particular, then type SEALERT. See, so see here, this is SE alert and this is the ID of this particular alert. See this one. Or this will show me a message for complete SElinux policy. If you want to show everything regarding this, then copy this one from this to this. Copy this one and Q, press Q, then type. So see here, this one and see this one. So again copy this thing. I will copy /SEALERT alert. So copy this thing, this whole thing, copy this one, Q, then paste. Okay. SE alert, then copy this one. See, I will got a message. So this is the command. The command is this one. See the message. SElinux is preventing HTTP from get. It's a command. I know the command. It's called get attribute. So this one, plugins. So see, this will show the message of the whole thing. See this one. So this will show, this is your target machine. And at this time, the context is this one, HTTP_T. So you should change this one. So this will show the another message. No. Then see the message, where is, so see this one. See this and this, these two things that is highlighted, and the last one, this is due to the SElinux policy, and at this time you have the policy in a enforcing mode, this one. So this one, see this one, if you use this particular command, this also show me the same error, that is what is denied. See this one. If I use the same command, auth search, auth search, AUTHSEARCH -M AVC -TS, this one recent. I have typed a wrong command here, that is AU search, authentication. So see, this is denied. See the same error, denied. So check by using this particular command, that is get attribute. And you have this particular path. This path is available in this particular location. At this time, you have the context type, that is default_T. And you should change this. So this will give me one more concept that is related to, that is also denied, AVC that is default. See this one. If I place the value in a permissive mode, so this will show me a message. If I use permissive, that is 0, then we can also open this particular page. But I do not want this in a permissive mode. I want to use get and force. See, at this time we are in this mode. If I use the permissive mode, then we can also open this particular, we can also resolve this particular thing. So this will provide the different solutions, but we don't want this type of thing. So see here, if I use this one, then we are able to open this particular and we can resolve this particular issue. So use SE manage command. See one more thing also. If you go this particular location, that is httpd in conf, in this, go to this particular location. See, I will so one more concept here also. So that is this. No. Okay. No. Okay. I will see this later. First, I will check in which particular location that type of thing I can find. See, I will use SE manage command. I want to change the file context -a to add -t for type, -t for type. And what type is this? httpd underscore sys underscore content underscore t. Then use single quote /custom custom. Then use this, then slash again, dot, star again, then question mark. See, first I will show you ls-ld-z in a capital /custom. In this custom we have a file. What is the context of this one at this time? That is default, and I want to change the context, so I will use this particular command. See this one, then place this value, then see, already defined. Okay, this is already defined, so we should only just use this particular command that is defined already. So use this particular command, restore con -r in a capital V, then use this one, restore this particular thing. Then see here, at this time this is the default. Now this will be, at this time this is default for this particular file. Now this will be changed. So this is the concept. Now check again, open this particular page, then you are able to open that one. So check this again, so that is change. Open this page in, that is this condition, then refresh this one, only just refresh. Now you are able to open that particular page. So this is a troubleshooting topic. If you have this type of issue, then you should change the context, you can also change the other thing also. You can also use different things to troubleshoot that one. So this will complete, and this chapter also be completed. So thank you. Then I will end the session.